Hey, what's up everybody, JayborinoPlays here, continuing Resurrection of the Scourge, custom campaign for Warcraft 3 created by Turnro, follow-up to Jeopardy for the Horde, and subsequently, The Adventures of Rowan the Wise, an alternate retelling of the events from Reign of Chaos, quite different actually. So we're playing as 3 Dreadlords, we're playing as Tychondrius, Varimathras, and Dalvingir. Pretty cool. Now, because I'm crazy, I went back to Chapter 1 and I just used the vision sheet just to see if there's anything behind those Night Elven bases, and sure enough there was, so I painstakingly went through and destroyed them. It took at least twice as long as the original run-through, so I'm glad I didn't really record it. It was a pain in the ass. We did get some items, nothing crazy, but we'll review them as we head into Chapter 2. Search for the Prince. The next day, the Dreadlords land on a strange inhabited island. Oh, okay, so there's the Tomb of Sargeras. Interesting. This land is strange and cut off from the rest of the world. Are you sure this is where we are supposed to be? I've never been in this part of the world before Varimathras. However, I do know that we're in the right place. Many years ago, when Rowan the Wise defeated the Lich King, he banished Arthas, the Prince of Lordaeron, on this island. What Arthas knows is essential if we're to bring back the Scourge. I told you, Rowan! You should have killed him! Banishment. Pfft. So this human knows about the powers of the undead? If you ask me, this is a complete waste of time. No human would be entrusted with such key knowledge. What are you thinking, Tychondrius? Arthas was one of the Lich King's most loyal Death Knights. I suggest for now that you keep your opinions to yourself and trust my judgment. Well, alright then. Okay, so real quick, Tychondrius is about the same. I retained that pot of mana, not a big deal. So Varimathras, you'll see we got a Jade Ring and a Spider Ring. It's just Agility +1 and Agility +1. Not a huge deal. We still have our Scroll of Protection. We'll probably use these usable items this go-around. So really, if there's ever a mission where something seems just unobtainably hard, I'll probably just go back after the episode is over and use the vision sheet just because I'm curious to know what's back there. But these two were both behind the first Night Elf base. And then Dalvingir, this is the best get that we got. Rusty Mining Pick, so it increases heroes attack damage by 1, whatever, and 15% chance to stun. That's a big deal, 15% chance to stun. So we're probably going to be holding on to this for quite a while. I'm going to hold on to all of our orbs for a while too, so that Rusty Mining Pick was behind the second Night Elven base. But yeah, if something seems unobtainable, I'll probably just pop into the mission and use the vision sheet just to see if there's anything actually there or not, because frankly, a lot, like, getting these items was not worth spending an extra 30 minutes on camera and commentating, making a commentary for it. It just was not worth it. So that's why I did not show it, because it would have just been, it was just a grind. I had to, you know, jump in, grab 1 or 2 Night Elven units, run away until most of them leashed back, and then killed a few. And that was literally it. So I wasn't ready to show that. So let's throw this Ring of Protection +2 on Tychondrius. I'm not going to throw away anything until we are sure that we don't need it. There's nothing over there. We have some Makura prawns here. Let's just get in and kill all of these. Nice. I quite like Carrion Swarm. I'm probably going to level that up, though Firebolt is also good. That's single target, though. I quite like the AoE stuff. And very similar to last mission, let's just go through and do everything that we can. Unless we find something that seems like we shouldn't be going there, and it seems like it'd be a big hassle, then, you know, I'll do what I did last mission. And again, it's not like these items were huge. The Rusty Mining Pick we'll hold on to, but I really don't expect to be holding on to those +1 agility items for too long. Circlet of Nobility would be nice, Preemptive Vitality would be nice, everything else is usable items that we don't necessarily need. Interestingly enough, the Preapt is cheaper than the Scroll of Healing by a noticeable amount. Very interesting. Alright, there's nothing up there. If we get the money, we can always come back here. Let's go ahead and throw down our quick save because we've made a little progress here. I don't think I've set any of my... Oh dear. I don't think I've set any of my hotkeys. I need to do that. So Tychondrius, you're 1. Dalvingir, you're 3. 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. We have a Waygate here. These Hydras are a little frightening, but I think with our aura that we've got, who has that? I think it's, yeah, Varimathras. The Vampiric aura is a huge deal, and we're pretty much going to be exclusively leveling that up, because that is just so good. I like all of his abilities. I want all of these, actually. We have a single target silence, but really that vampiric aura is too good to pass up. So let's go through this way gate. I don't know if this is where we need to go or further down. So there's a level 10 Ancient Hydra here. Is there anything back here? No. And it does chaos damage. And it does full damage to all armor types. Is it worth using a scroll of protection against this? Does that work against chaos armor? I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to quick save. I'm going to use my scroll. And let's get in there. And let's see if we can kill this thing. I assume it's going to do an enormous amount. Yes, it does do an enormous amount of damage. Firebolt him. We got to use... Yeah, we got to use this thing that makes it do half damage. Quick, come on. Use it. There we go. That's going to make it attack twice as slow. That's huge. I suppose we can channel Rain of Fire. I don't know if that's really worth doing. Firebolts. I think we've definitely got him. We're taking a little bit of damage here, but this thing is probably going to drop something great. Man, that regenerates its health really fast, too. One more volley. Oh, God, of course. Okay, these just do normal piercing damage. This isn't that big of a deal. Carrion Swarm. Great. And it dropped... Okay, a Rune of Greater Healing. Let's just pick that up once this is all said and done. And, well, there's really nothing worth... Let's just pop this down on one of them. Rain of Fire. And again, I think this does friendly fire, so that's why... I did in the original campaign, so this is why I'm really careful with where I cast it. Okay, kill this thing. And it... Oh, okay, a Ring of Regen. I think that's pretty good. It's plus 2 regen over time. It seems like we're going to be using Dalvin gear in the front, so let's, actually, let's swap out the Ring of Protections here. Probably a little too much inventory management at this point in the game. You know what? That was okay. A Ring of Regen I'll take, especially on these micro missions. Landwalkers, destroy them. Oh, okay. I don't know who you are, snake creature, but you will regret ever crossing paths with the Nethrazim. Snake creatures? Ah! Alright, come on. You guys attack the Myrmidon. You guys attack the Snapdragons. I quite liked the Snapdragons. I found them to be pretty darn good. No, what was it that the Naga had? It was the flyers that they had that were just way too good. They were just like inarguably the best flyer unit in the game that was ever controllable by a person. I don't remember what they're called, but they were so terribly good. Another reason why I'm probably going to hold on to my Orb of Fire, or all of my orbs for that matter. It was an Orb of Fire, Orb of Slow, Orb of Venom, just because they're going to allow me to attack air when otherwise these melee units wouldn't be able to attack air. Alright, throw down that fatty Carrion Swarm. Sure, do it, a little too late, that's fine. This giant snapping turtle, or gargantuan sea turtle, is doing a lot of damage, actually. Get him! How close are we to level 3? Pretty close! So I'm really looking to get level 2 in a lot of my currently held abilities as opposed to anything else. Gauntlets of Ogre Strength, that's you, Dalvin Gear. And again, I don't plan on replacing anything till we absolutely have to. As long as we have open slots on heroes, then... we'll always be replacing stuff. Not replacing stuff. We'll always be adding rather than replacing anything. We're close to needing to replace stuff, that's for sure. All right, more Makuras. I never remember what those things are called. They're strange. That was a waste of a Soul Burn. I always mouse over to make sure it's Soul Burn. I keep wanting to call it Mana Burn, but it's definitely Soul Burn. Arguably better than Mana Burn. Arguably. I mean, it's straight up silences. That's really good. Replenishment Potion. I guess someone grab it. We can use that later. That's just health and mana. That's wonderful. What is this? Giant Sea Hunters. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Get in there. We can Soul Burn one of these, I suppose. I'd love to get another usable thing on Dalvin Gear. He doesn't really have anything else that's usable. Death Pact is not really something we can use right now. And I don't plan on it because we don't have any minions to eat for health. We're getting a lot of money. We could backtrack and get a circlet. Who do we put it on? We could probably just replace one of our +1 agility items on one of these folks. Okay, this is where we were. Is this connected? This isn't quite where we were. All right, we have a Naga base here.
Very subtle.
The snake creatures seem to have considerable fortifications. We should avoid them at all costs. Okay, so this is similar to what happened with the Night Elves. And just for example of what I did, I would draw the enemies out, and then I would just run away. and come to about here and see if any of them followed me. Pretty much, I would find their leash range, and then I would back up and figure out exactly what I needed to do. So don't expect me, again, that's something that it's not worth doing unless I know something's back there. So probably what's going to happen is when this episode's over, I'll go back, I'll use the I See Dead People cheat just to see, and if there's something there, then I'll destroy that base. And again, it's just not worth taking the time to do right now. And then I'll come back, I'll use the vision cheat. But if I use the vision cheat, that would ruin this mission, I think. So that's why I'm not going to do it at this moment. Is this where the turtles were? We've been up here, right? I mean, it's shown already. I assume we have.
What is it now?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's backtrack. All right, so here's the blue Naga base we're not going to be messing around with. We have vision of this area. I don't know why. Probably because we were close to the coast. Do we want to go this way, or do we want to go this way? It seems like there's something down there, like a big temple that might be where Arthas is. So let's kind of explore over in this direction.
For now. Very subtle.
Oh, okay. This looks like another big Naga base. Yeah. Again, I'm not going to take the time to destroy it unless I know something's back there. And generally, the only way I know if something's back there is if we attack. Well, let's see if we can kill their hero, actually. Wow, she does a lot of damage, though. JayborinoPlays use this. JayborinoPlays. Oh, God, he's netted. Firebolt her. Kill their hero. And are you still netted? Kill her. Oh, she's got mana shield on. Of course she's got mana shield on. Run away. I'm dead. I'm dead! Gotta make a cut. When's the last time I saved? I saved up at the creatures. Alright, so, well, I'll just do this again and restart. You jerk with your mana shield. I thought I had you silenced. Okay, we're back. I just came over here. I managed to lure all these units out again. Everybody left except the hero, and this time when I stopped to kill her, they all leashed back, luckily. So I killed her. She dropped nothing, because I assume there's probably an altar in here. Actually, I think this is it right here. So she can come right back, but it did give me a ton of XP, so now we can get level 2 of stuff. Definitely Vampiric Aura is, I really want this Call of the Waning, and I want level 2 of Soulburn. Actually, I don't want level 2 of Soulburn. Really, the Soulburn I use, not for the damage, but it's really more about the attack damage reduction. So adding 4 seconds up to level 3 isn't that huge. I really want this Call of the Waning, though, but Vampiric Aura is too good to pass up. So next time, we'll probably get Call of the Waning, because we won't be able to get 3rd level Vampiric Aura. Death Pact, I just can't really justify getting it. We can't get ultimates. I think we're going to get level 2 Rain of Fire, and then Tichondrius. Probably Carrion Swarm. How much mana do these cost? 110. See, Firebolt is less mana. 200 damage with a 3-second stun is also really good. I feel like hordes of small enemies aren't really a big deal, so I think we're going to get Firebolt so that we can, burst down those heroes that are really giving us a problem. Okay, so we know the directions we can't go, which are through these Naga bases. I guess I could have used that cut as an opportunity to actually check to see if there was anything in those bases, but I didn't do it. Again, we'll do it after the mission is over. So let's get in here and attack. This is a good Carrion Swarm time. And oh, okay. Where did you fellas come from? Are the Naga actually sending out enemies at us? Let's go ahead and call down a Rain of Fire here. Got crabs on one side and snake men on the other side of me. Snake men? Tichondrius is getting fucked up. Back up, buddy. We're gonna have to use that replenishment potion once this is over. Go ahead and firebolt this asshole that's giving you problems, buddy. We've got that replenishment potion, so we might as well use as much mana of yours as possible right now. And I guess go ahead and soul burn him. Mantle of Intelligence +3. Nice work. Replenishment potion is what we need right now. Very, very good in terms of pots. I mean, I think
very subtle.
I think runes are better. What's the rune that's like particularly good? Restoration. The rune of restoration is probably the best rune in my opinion. But then these replenishment potions are great. I mean, they're not single use. Might as well wait for the 30 seconds. Give him his health back. And then we'll attack into this group. So yeah, it seems like these bases are actually sending Naga out to attack me. So depending on how fast or slow we go throughout this mission. Okay, we can't move our ship here. I noticed it looked like it was controllable up there. So depending on how fast or slow we go in this mission, they may end up sending larger and larger attack waves. Let's go ahead and soul burn. Snapdragon, Tichondrius, no. Firebolt this fellow, and then get in there. Oh yeah. And then the 3-second stun is too good. And then we do want our low Dreadlords attacking because we want them to be using that vampiric aura. So he's dealing enough damage because of that Mantle of Intelligence, because of that Voodoo Doll. He's doing extra damage here and the Claws of Attack. That vampiric aura, it's a ratio of the damage that they're doing. So the more damage they do, the more life they'll get back. So we do want him actually attacking. Is this the end?
For now.
Can we attack this? No. Target is invulnerable.
Very subtle.
Well, perhaps we'll backtrack to this area. I'd like to find a way in. I wonder if maybe... See, if there's something in the Naga bases that will be the way that we open that gate, I would be remiss. Okay, let's rain a fire back here and use a Carrion Swarm. I really shouldn't even be using Carrion Swarm. It's a lot of mana, and we've got our Firebolt here. Nice. Okay, that's enough. Don't hurt Tichondrius when you do that, buddy. We've got to find our way inside here. We have to find a way to open the gate. What do we got here? Slippers of Agility. Varimathras here up. See, these +1 items are already becoming pretty worthless. Okay, well, we killed the crabs. Are those the guardians? The crabs were the guardians to the gate? I really doubt it. I'm really starting to lean that maybe... I don't know. I don't know what opens that, but I hope we find a way there eventually. If it doesn't open, then I'm going to assume there's something in one of the Naga bases, but I still don't know if it's worth trying to rampage through those bases at this point. It just seems like it would be a big time waster. I don't know. I kind of want to do it, but I just don't know how much time I want to spend. So let's not cast spells right now. Let's not cast any spells right now because we need our mana back. Nothing there. And yeah, the fact that we already have +3 stuff too is a little too good. Fountain of Health up here. Let's get up here and attack these jungle stalkers. Firebolt down here. Not really worth a rain of fire. Again, I don't really want to use my mana. In fact, I shouldn't have even firebolted. We're doing fine. And the fact that there's a Fountain of Health is great, so we can always backtrack here if we want to attack down into these Naga bases. We could always attack for a while, at least kill 2 or 3 units, and then back up to the Fountain of Health. But it really depends on how fast they attack us. Really tempting to go and maybe get a circlet from that marketplace. I don't know. I don't know how worth it that is. There's got to be a way to open up that gate, too. Let's firebolt the big one. Okay, and Varimathras has some pretty good mana regeneration because he's intelligence-based. He's got some intelligence items on him. Back out and then back in. Nice. And let's see what you have for us, Title Lord. A Rune of Mana. That's actually quite usable right now. And let's continue on our quest of maybe finding something to open that big gate, which certainly seems like the end.
For now.
Okay, this also might be where Arthas is. I really have no idea at this point. Let's Soulburn the Siren, which is gonna... I forget what the Sirens even do, but let's just make sure they're not able to do anything. Let's kill these Tidal Guardians. They're not Tidal Guardians, they're something else. I don't know. There's so many different weird units affiliated with the Naga and sea creatures in general. Alright, and our normal auto attack's doing just fine. Again, I'm just gonna conserve mana in case there's a boss. We want to, like, chain Firebolt, Soulburn them. Basically, Firebolt, Soulburn in conjunction, back and forth, back and forth. Can just do whatever we need. There's Arthas. Is this the end? Did I just trigger the end? Greetings, Arthas. Dreadlords, I haven't seen your kind since... Why have you come? We are here to ask you about the Scourge. What will it require to bring them back? Ha! What makes you think I will tell you anything? Put it this way, human. You can either help us to learn the secrets of the undead, or stay locked up in this cell for the rest of your miserable life. Fine then. If you wish to take control of the Scourge, you must first possess the powers of necromancy. How do we go about acquiring this power? There are some special tomes that can teach you how to command the undead. I myself possess them, but I had them taken from me when I was banished here. Oh, that's the same one. They are held in a nearby chamber protected by snake men who call themselves the Naga. Retrieve the tomes and you will learn the power to summon the undead. Ooh, that's a royal guard right there. Those do chaos damage. We're in for a fight, boys! Now, release me. We will first check the chamber to see if the tomes are still there. We will return, Death Knight. That may be the door that we couldn't open. Tichondrius, was releasing the human part of your plan? Of course not. It's just a simple means to get the information we need. Once he's of no further use to us, you may have the honor of dealing with him as you wish. It will be a pleasure. All right, Dalvin Gear, you're the odd man out. Can we... I assume we can't let him out, right? What do we got here? A dungeon key. All right, so who's got space? You guys have one, so let's take that and open it up. Use the dungeon key to unlock the gate leading to the necromantic artifacts. All right, so theoretically, unless there's some sort of respawn mechanic, there shouldn't be anything in our way. And our backpacks, our inventory slots are really filling up quick, so I do need to start considering what I want to get rid of. And that won't be too hard. Again, it's going to be usually the +1 stuff. We have enough money I could backtrack all the way back here and get a Circlet of Nobility, which would arguably be the best thing to get. Circlet of Nobility, it's +2 all stats as opposed to we have like +1 strength, +1 agility, and we have 2 +1 agility. It's kind of a waste. Now again, that's the instance where I said like, oh, well, I went through the trouble of destroying that entire Night Elf base for items that are going to get replaced really, really fast. And we do still have a few item slots, so what I'm going to do is come over here. Who's got the extra slot? All right, Tichondrius, we're going to walk you back here. We're going to buy, well, okay, wait. Open this up. Tichondrius, go here. We're going to buy that Crown of, not Crown of Kings. It's too bad it's not a Crown of Kings. There we go. And you guys just wait. I mean, well, we could go in there. What do I want to do? He's got to trek back. Let's just go ahead and move on in with these two guys. Tichondrius is good, but we don't need him. Draw these guys out a little bit. Attack. Let's go ahead and soul burn the other one. And as long as he's soul burned, then we're fine. Okay, so you guys attack here and here. Dalvin Gear, well, I suppose I could do this. And then you go ahead and buy your Circlet of Nobility.
What is it now?
I could also ditch one of my +1. I could ditch my +1. Who's holding that +1 armor thing? I thought I gave it to Tichondrius. I think when I reloaded and cut that short part, I gave it to, yeah, it is on JayborinoPlays. So I was, theoretically could just go ahead and buy the Pennant of,
That may work.
whatever it's called. Whatever the health one is. I don't know. It's not a Khadgar's Gem of Health, so I don't really care. Let's go. I think that Circlet of Nobility is 100% worth it. Looks like there's a few different ways to go. Okay, so here's the Royal Guard. We're going to Firebolt the Siren, because I don't want her casting. I think they have Whirlwind, too. Oh, they summon Sea Elementals! Ah! Okay, let's go ahead and Rain of Fire. I think I'm Rain of Firing on himself. That's fine. Do the Sirens have some sort of stun? Because it seemed like something stunned him out of Rain of Fire. Or did I just straight up move him? I may have just straight up moved him. We didn't have to come down here. Yes, we did. Amulet of Spell Shield is good every 40 seconds. Again, good. We have a lot of good but not fantastic items. There's some items that are just straight up, you're magic immune. Just all the time. So maybe we'll be able to replace this with that eventually. Okay, do this, and Rain of Fire. Yeah, we can get all three, actually. Now that Rain of Fire's leveled up, I mean, he does a good auto attack, but JayborinoPlays is the one that needs to be auto attacking the most. He's agility based. He's going to be doing the most straight up damage. I mean, Tichondrius is doing pretty well too, but the idea is, Rain of Fire is going to do more area of effect damage always. All right, there's the tomes.
That may work.
Looks like we're on track here. Another Royal Guard. Oh, the Royal Guard are summoning the Sea Elementals. Interesting. All right, do this. We're gonna Rain of Fire right here. We're gonna Firebolt the Royal Guard as well, because they do chaos damage. They're kind of scary. All right, you're Rain of Firing on JayborinoPlays here, buddy. You gotta watch what you're doing. Let's just go into Rain of Fire again. JayborinoPlays keeps getting stunned. I'm not sure who's doing the stun. I'm not sure if it's Royal Guards or what. Or do the Myrmidons have a chance to stun? I'm not sure. All right, well, we did it. We found our Tomes of Necromancy. This may end the mission, or maybe we're going to have to fight our way into one of the undead bases. Or not undead bases, Naga bases. That completed the main quest, though. These must be the Necromantic Tomes. Take as you wish, my brothers. Finally, I'm free. Now I'm able to... get him. Sorry, Arthas. I'm not that sorry. That turned out to be quite amusing. Now we have necromantic powers. We can invade the world. Not yet, Dalvingir. We're not even close to being ready for any sort of invasion. What are you talking about? You didn't honestly believe that coming here meant the end of our search of bringing back the Scourge, did you? There are 3 phases to my plan. Well, no, Tichondrius, how would we know that? You refused to share your plan to us. The first phase was to obviously seek Arthas. The next phase is to find the Cult of the Damned. Alright, that's Eraj. You should have mentioned this to us before, Tichondrius. It would have made more sense if you actually told us that we had to be here in the first place. You never said anything. All I asked was whether or not you would be interested in coming here. You never showed any interest in my plans. Alright, so where will we be going now? Our next destination will be the Ice-Crowned Glacier in Northrend. There is a chance that there will still be undead frozen deep within the snow and ice of the land. And what's Phase 3, Tichondrius? You're telling us this in little bits and pieces. He's like, oh, you didn't ask. Well, we just asked! Tell us the rest of the plan. I understand you gotta keep the audience on the edge of their seats. Wrath of the Naga, alright, so we're probably not going straight to Northrend because the Naga are not gonna let us escape. Well, hey, this has been Jayborino. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.